Today we're back looking at some good old fake friends.
I feel like this is gonna sound mean, but being friends with an insecure girl can be one of the worst experiences. Specifically, insecure girls who really crave male attention. The issue is they will always be in a competition with you. It doesn't matter like how pretty they are, how much they have, they will always want to tear you down and take from you. I dealt with this one girl who I thought was a really close friend. We were friends for like 4 years, I think. And at first it wasn't very noticeable because I literally looked up to her. I was like, wow, she's so pretty and she has everything. Everybody likes her. She's smart. And it wasn't until
But is she
years
happy?
later after I finally cut her off that I realized how toxic she was. So we usually hung out in a group of 3, and the first red flag was whenever the other girl had a crush and she expressed it, this girl would immediately start pursuing that guy, even though she had no connection to him prior. The other friend only ever had crushes on guys that she was already friends with, but this other girl had no connection to him until her friend was interested in him, and then all of a sudden she's messaging him. She actually ended up dating 3 of those guys that my friend had a crush on. The other friend just was like,
That's
okay,
a
whatever.
lot.
I think the other friend valued the friendship more than a guy, so she wasn't like willing to let a guy get in between their relationship. Anyway, I never really expressed interest in dating to her because, I mean, look at the way she acts. I also wasn't really interested in dating at the time, like it was just not a priority for me. One day she asked me about this and I said I haven't really felt the need to date. And after that she went around speculating about my sexuality. I remember there was this one guy who she thought was really cute, and one day he told her he thought I was cute. I was not interested in this guy at all. This actually really upset her, and she came to me and said like, I think it's so funny that he thinks you're cute. That made me feel really bad about myself because I was like, oh, she thinks I'm ugly. She thinks that it's funny that somebody would find me cute. And that's where you can really see our perceptions were different, because while she valued so much how men perceived her, I really valued her opinion. So her telling me that affected me more than him saying that I was cute. She would always be trying to compete with me. This goes for everything, like even career path, like classes I was taking. Like no matter what, she was always in a competition with me. And it was so exhausting. It's like she was always trying to prove to herself that she was better than me, prettier than me. Looking back, I do wonder why I stayed friends with her for so long. There's really only so much you can take from a friendship. And she's one of those dangerous types of friends who tears apart your confidence. And that's why I've sworn off being friends with insecure girls who care too much about women.
She never viewed you as a friend, she viewed you as competition. And whenever you come to that realization in some friendships, it really does suck. Especially if you've been friends for a long time. Like you and her were friends for 4 years. And that whole thing about her having crushes and trying to get with boys that you had a crush on is so weird. I've kind of experienced that. I remember one time I was out with my friend, I think I was 13 at the time. He had a crush on a guy, and the minute he was around us, she just treated me like crap. Like, I mean, she was putting me down and everything, and I'm like, hold on, wait a minute, since when did you start acting like that? I think that whole behavioral thing is weird. Also, the backhanded compliments, the amount of insecure friends that I had really just enjoyed tearing me down. It has to be because I feel empty. I mean, put it this way, her friend apparently had everything. She was pretty, rich family, probably loads of friends, etc. But she still goes out of her way to tear other people down. Is it misogyny, or is it because she's insecure about herself and wants male validation? Or maybe a bit of both. I don't understand why girls can be mean to girls. I don't have a lot of friends, but I value my small circles so much. Some of the biggest critics of women aren't men, they're actually other women. I see a lot of it in the comment section of Justin Bieber's wife Hailey Bieber. It's just filled with women being horrible. And if you go into these women's accounts, they're always talking about positivity and girls sticking with girls, but they never keep that energy with her. It's weird, like some women will be your biggest enemy. That's why I have to side eye everyone. A toxic friend texted me after 5 years of no contact. For context, I cut her and another friend off during the COVID-19 lockdown because of everything they put me through. Mainly breaking me down and then bullying me back again. Love bombing me, controlling my life in all of its aspects. Body shaming, which caused me to develop an eating disorder. One of them blamed me for stealing her man. He was musty and I had a BF at the time. They would spill my secrets to their other friends that I had never met, and they would use me for my money anytime they wanted anything expensive. If anyone would like, I could go into heavy detail in everything they did. A lot of these friends sound like abusers. People talk about abusive relationships a lot, which is good. However, they never really talk about abusive friendships, because to me, that is abuse. You know, if a guy or a girl was treating their partner like that, that would be an abusive relationship. But in your case, it's an abusive friendship. And also, them friends are the hardest friends to cut off. Trust me, I've been there, done it. It is difficult. When I cut them both off, there was zero effort from them at least trying to reconnect. In fact, one of them went as far as blocking me on social media. During that period in my life, I was going through a lot, and they knew this. I lost one of the closest people to me because of cancer, and once I started to heal, COVID happened. With lockdown and sadness, I felt I gained weight, and I relapsed back into my eating disorder they cause I'm doing much better now. Thank God you're doing better now, but it's crazy to think that your friends can traumatize you and basically break you. You know, what type of friend would give their other friend an eating disorder? After a few years of no contact with them, I made some better friends. My relationships are healthier, and I can actually share my thoughts and feelings with these friends. I was proposed an excellent internship at a well-known international business firm. My family is a lot closer to me than they were before, and they have helped me experience life to its fullest. And I'm very grateful to everything that's happened in my life, and I don't want them to walk in like a tornado and ruin this for me. Fast forward to last night at 2 a.m, I get a text from one of them, one that blocked me and blamed me for stealing her man, saying I miss you and oh my god, it's been so long. Keep in mind, they never made the effort to strike up a conversation first, even when we were friends. So how am I supposed to approach them cautiously? Don't. That is my best advice. You don't respond, just block them. Do what she done to you, just block her. Your life is going so much better now, so why would you want to let an evil spirit come in again? That's the best way to describe them, an evil spirit. They are just a mess like a virus. That's why I'm so big whenever it comes to energy. You know how she was talking about how her life was crap whenever she was friends with them? You know, she lost someone, there was COVID. If you have bad friends and bad energy around you, your life is not going to be good. If you're surrounded by good energy, your life will literally get so much better. I mean, look at her. She's closer to her family. Her life's better. She's got a really good job. Like, her life is going so much better. So what you need to do is not even respond. Just go straight to the block button. Just block them. You don't owe them anything. Not an explanation. Not an FU. You don't want them in your life and you've had some blissful years of peace without them. Don't respond and protect your peace by blocking them. Exactly. One of the most important things you could have in your life is peace. Nobody wants drama and chaos in their life. And then people are absorbed by it like they are the chaos that you don't need in your life. The way it looks is this. They know your weaknesses. They always knew. And they'll use it to get what they want. They lost this mutual friend or whatever and it seems like they thought it's a good time to hook to you again, to have a new person they can control. It's less time to do this even after 5 years because they already know you in and out. This miss you is one of the lowest effort comebacks you can imagine. Extremely common way to break the ice and start love bombing once more. You don't have to approach them in any way. What they had with this mutual friend is up to them. You have nothing to do, especially after all these years. If they had an argument or she left them, it's their business. They try to sneak into your life again and you don't want that. That's all that matters. Exactly, they are a narcissistical abusive friend. That's what it is. It's an abusive friendship. And they're some of the toughest friendships to get out of. Whenever you get out of them, they're so freeing. So the best thing you can do is don't open it, don't respond, just block them instantly. Keep them out of your life. When did you realize your friends were actually fake friends? When I was babysitting our kids, things were going great. We would hang out all the time, have movie nights and just talk and chill. But the second she no longer needed a babysitter was the second I got kicked to the curb. No explanation, not even a text back. Some people will act like your best friend until they no longer need you. They're lost foo. I've experienced that whenever some of my friends got boyfriends. I would literally talk to them every day and now I'm not friends with them anymore. There was someone I was so friendly with like 4 years ago and they got a boyfriend and now they've completely disappeared. Like, I think they've actually lost all of their friends. I was speaking to one of their other friends recently and like they've just completely lost all their friends. Their only friend is their boyfriend. And obviously if they're happy, that's good. However, if they break up, what's she gonna do? Is she gonna come back crawling to me? I haven't spoken to her in like 5 years. We don't have anything in common. I don't know who you are. But you wanna know something? That's life. Let them regret their decision. Let them regret the fact that they dropped all their friends over a man. When my phone got stolen, I lost their phone numbers. Mine said the same, but we just never talked again. If you're the person who's always texting somebody, first sit back for a wee while and see if they text you. That right there will really open your eyes about how they view you. Are you the first person they go to? Did they even think about you? If you're always the one who's arranging plans with them, would they do the same for you? Because in some cases they wouldn't. When I returned to work after being off for 3 months due to an injury, and I practically begged them to go grab a beer and do pub trivia, but all 3 of them passed because they had plans. Well, it turns out their plans were to go to grab a beer and do pub trivia without me. Found out through social media, deleted it shortly afterwards. I've been a lot less depressed about things since I've deleted social media and stopped looking at them as friends and just as work acquaintances. It took that for me to realize that the friendships were really one-sided and I'm better off not pursuing anything other than being cordial at work. That right there is also quite interesting. Does your friend view you as a friend or an acquaintance? Because sometimes that's the case, you know, friends don't view you as friends like you do. I mean, I've been in a situation with friends where they've just stopped talking to me. I viewed them as a friend, but I don't think they viewed me in the same way.
These are all the things my best friend of 13 years did to me that made me cut her the off. Also, this is your sign to stop keeping people in your life just because you've known them a long time and you go way back.
Here, here.
Because going way back means nothing if they treat you like garbage. So number 1, if I liked or showed interest or even got the slightest bit of joy out of something in this world, she had to hate it. And I don't mean just hate it. She had to despise it.
She doesn't like seeing you happy.
She loved to just go on and on about how terrible she thought the things I liked were every single time that we hung out. It was so weird. It wasn't like dislike. Like, it was passionate hate. And I swear she would like half these things until I liked it and then she had to hate it. Another thing she would do is intentionally like reach and go out of her way to make me feel unimportant, not good enough, like etc., ugly, whatever the case scenario was, not interesting enough. Like, she would just gas the living out of everyone around us, like all of our other friends, but make sure she never gave a single compliment to me. But when I say gas up everyone else, I mean like worship the out
Yep.
of every single girl in the friend group except for me. I was like, girl, what did I ever do to you? And since she had
Nothing.
that cute little era where she hated everything I liked, the only thing I ever really got from her was criticism, whether it was like about how ugly my outfit was or how stupid my style was or whatever the like, she literally wanted me to know how unimportant she thought I was. Like, it was her mission. And that's like a dumbass little thing girls will do if they're like jealous of you or they give you like I want to be you vibes, is they will purposefully just gas up every single person except for you, especially if they think you're like the prettiest person in the friend group or whatever. Not saying I was, but definitely she thought I was.
Exactly, the thing is, they want to be you, but they know they can't, so then that makes them hate you. That's exactly what it is.
Because she made it her goddamn mission to make me feel unimportant. But as for the one thing we did have in common, we both always wanted to be YouTubers since we were super, super little. That solidified for me.
Oh,
and
you
it
got
eventually became my
100,000.
full-time job. And like immediately after my channel blew up, she tried to start her own channel, posted like 2 videos, and then gave up. But ever since that, she's been breaking her goddamn back trying to get me to quit. I shit you not, this girl would call me up randomly and be like, I don't think you should continue social media. Like, internet hate can get really bad. Like, out of nowhere. As if I've never, like, gotten internet hate. Like,
Well, I mean,
as
by
if
the
I don't
sounds
know
of
what
it,
it
she's
is.
your biggest
Or if I
hater
have, like, a really
already.
good month with views or something, she'll be like, oh, social media is so oversaturated. Like, I really think you should, like, quit or, like, find something else. And that quote they say, that's, like, the only people that will talk you out of going after your dreams are the people that already gave up on theirs, is accurate. Also, genuine question, like, are you dumb? Like, you think I'm gonna, like, get off the phone with you and be like, she's right, I might get hate, I have to quit? Like, what the actual I hate when dumbass people call me telling me dumbass. Not to mention, when I was going through one of the most toxic relationships of my entire life, like, fully being, like, traumatized, she stopped being friends with me because I wouldn't break up with him. As if it's, like, that easy. And I don't know, I don't care if y'all come for me for this. The way I look at it is, I will be there for my friends, no matter if I agree with it or if I don't. I'm not afraid to tell them if they're wrong, but even if I think they made a stupid decision, I will never abandon them.
Good.
After I finally dumped him, obviously she came crawling back into my life, and guess what the situation was? She was in her own little toxic relationship, and I was there for her like a dumbass. Where was she when I was going through mine again? Oh yeah, she left me. Can't even say anything though, because that's my own dumbass fault. The list goes on and on forever, but this is getting a little long, so let me know if you guys want a part 2. But always remember,
There's a
just
part
because
2.
you've known that they existed a little longer than the next guy, doesn't mean that they're still not a person.
She covered a lot in that video, but apparently there was even more that she could do a part 2. Now that is insane. She was a friend, note, that's called a frenemy. Honestly, like, apparently that girl's also got a toxic relationship with herself. Like, by the sounds of it, she really hates herself. And I can't stand that. I can't stand it whenever people are so negative that they want everyone else to be negative. I've experienced that people, like, people don't like the fact that I'm always happy. Like, I'm literally in my own wee world and people don't like that. They don't like the fact that I'm happy in my life because they're not happy in theirs, which means that I have to be unhappy in my life because they're unhappy. Like, it's just not normal, is it? My former best friend made it her mission to make my wedding miserable. She randomly blocked me and I'm better for it. Go us for getting out. Thank God she's a former best friend rather than a current best friend. 'Cause a friend like that needs cut out immediately. Good friend wants free custom sneakers. Hey girl, I missed you. I just wanted to ask if you could paint some Air Forces with butterflies on them for me. I really like your work and I wanted to know if you could do them for me. Let me know. Hey, it's been a while. Yes, I can definitely paint some butterflies and some Air Forces for you. It's gonna be $100. You just have to give me the shoes. Oh wait, you want me to pay for them? Duh, yeah. Like, I'm so sorry. You literally haven't spoken in months because they literally said, oh my god, I missed you. Obviously not. Who do you think you are? Like, do you honestly think you're gonna get a friendship discount? Yeah, this is my business. I don't usually do them for free. Why wouldn't I? Well, I didn't think you would charge me because we're really good friends. I guess I didn't expect that from you. I just wanted to support the business, but never mind. $100 is too expensive for the work you do anyway. I mean, honestly. So you want to support their business by then painting your shoes for free, which puts them out of pocket $100. Yeah, because that's such a good business move. Your stuff isn't even that good to be charging that much. You should do it for like $20 to be honest. Or you could just pay the amount they're charging you. Like, they've literally said to you it'll be $100. You're not getting it for 20 or for free. You'll get it for 100. Girl, but it takes me almost 20 plus hours to finish a pair of shoes. Not to mention they're all hand painted and I worked really hard to come up with my own ideas. You said you really liked my work, and then whenever I said I was going to charge you, all of a sudden it isn't good enough. You said you wanted to support my business, but how are you supporting my business if I paint your shoes for free? That's not even being friends, not to mention that this is the first time we've spoken in like a year. I know the worth of my art, and if you don't like it, I'm sorry, but it is isn't free, stop texting me. Exactly, how's this person gonna hit you out of nowhere after not talking to you for a year and say, hey, I missed you? Yet again, that's a whole love bomb manipulation thing. A lot of these friendships are abusive friendships, like they're narcissistic abusive friendships, and then they're expecting you to do business for free. It benefits nobody but themselves. My old friend blocked me for not giving him my AirPods. AirPods? I'm so sorry, AirPods? Have you seen what people's AirPods look like? They're literally filled with wax. Hey man, can I borrow your AirPods for today? Hey Jamie, sorry, I can't. I use them to listen to music during work. Come on man, please, just one day. Sorry dude, can't. Why'd you need them anyways? Wow, you're so selfish. Why can't you just be nice? I just asked you for one little thing and you say no. Well yeah, of course Jamie, because it's his AirPods. Who wants to share headphones? Who also doesn't have headphones? Use the wired ones. You can go to Tesco's and get them for like £5. I already told you I can't give you my AirPods. They're mine and I don't have to give them to you. F you, I'm blocking you. That's actually exactly what I would like. Honestly, like, do you want to know something? Thank God Jimmy blocked you. Let him go and have his tantrum somewhere else. And yet again, who in their right mind would want to borrow somebody's AirPods? Like, I could never imagine that. I would never use someone else's headphones. Maybe I feel that way because my ears are really waxy and my headphones look like they're filled with honey. First of all, I would never borrow someone's headphones, and second of all, I would never give mine to somebody else. Like, that just is disgusting. The sheer audacity of someone who stopped associating with our friend circle to pursue a richer life. Hi, sorry to message out of the blue. How are you doing? Can I ask a favor of you? Whenever I get a message like that, my heart sinks. Like, I'm thinking in the back of my head, what do they want from me? Hey man, yeah, long time no speak. All good here, thanks. How's things in your end? And sure, what's up? Well, this is a bit random, but I'm in a little debt and I know you have some more cash at the moment, so wondering if you could give me some. Are you having a laugh? You're telling me they've texted you out of the blue asking for money from me to be getting a block immediately. I can lend you some money if you're able to pay me back. I'm not rolling in it at the moment, lol. I have to pay you back? Come on man, I thought we were mates. Is that a joke? No, thought we were mates? Obviously not. Well, yeah, of course you're obviously not mates if you literally haven't texted them in forever. That guy literally said, hey man, yeah, long time no speak. That means you obviously haven't communicated in a long time. And they've asked you for money. Like, I'm so sorry if someone hits me up out of the blue asking for money to get blocked immediately. If you're in a little bit of debt, do what most people do, which is get a job. Make the money yourself. Am I overreacting because my best friend keeps messaging my husband? Okay, a lot of these posts are so obvious where the person is not overreacting. For this one, I think I really might be. I have a best friend I've been best friends with for over 20 years. She is recently divorced and single. I'd consider her and my husband friends because the three of us have hung out a lot over the last decade. And he's even pretty close with her family because I am as well. We have a group chat of memes, but lately she's been private messaging him memes and TikToks. Oh, yeah, that is a little bit suspicious, isn't it? Keep in mind, she also did recently go through a divorce, so she may be not happy about the fact that they're still together because she's divorced. Timing is also weird. If I open up to her about issues I'm having, she messages him the same day. It's happened multiple times now. In one example, I had made a comment about how I didn't like Star Wars, even though he did, and she messaged him a Star Wars TikTok that same day. Yeah, if I were you, I'd keep an eye in this one because by the sounds of it, she wants your husband. Her marriage went down the drain, so she wants the same for you. She doesn't like Star Wars either. I was so confused. The other two times were pretty random meme/jokes, but the timing was also the same day I mentioned some mirror rift in the relationship. Don't divulge much or speak negatively, just opening up about life as best friends do. My husband and I have a wonderful marriage and I wouldn't consider it at risk. Even my husband has agreed the messages and frequency has gotten unusual, and he just likes the message or gives a short reply, and he always tells me when he does it. Okay, so your husband's also picked up on it, so it's not just you, it's him as well. Yeah, something here's a bit fishy. Today it happened again after I opened up about my insecurities. I'm 7 weeks postpartum. Given the sensitive nature of what I opened up to her about, I'm pretty irritated at her DMing my husband again today. This is my best friend. We talk every day, and once I bring this up to her, if I ever do, I fear making our dynamic super awkward. So I really don't want to mention it unless the conscious is that it's weird. I'm here to confirm it is weird, and I think I know exactly what she's doing. I don't know, I'm just getting a weird vibe about that. Like, I feel like because her marriage just went down the drain, she's not happy with the fact that you and him are together, maybe a bit of jealousy or like a bit of envy. It's kind of like whenever someone's life isn't going the way they want it to, they see someone whose life is going amazing and they're kind of angry about that. They're like, why is their life going amazing but mine isn't? Like, I feel like that's what's going on here. I think it's time to turn this current best friend into a former best friend. I would ask your husband to stop responding to private messages from her. I think she's after him. The Star Wars thing is not a coincidence in my opinion. It reads as very pick-me. After a divorce, you might be vulnerable and in awe of your happy marriage and have some feelings for your husband because by all accounts you two have a happy stable marriage and she didn't. So she may be more in love with the idea of him, the good husband, but in any case I don't like it. And sending him a DM when you've just opened up about your vulnerability, hell no girl. I'm not saying your friendship is done for good, but maybe you need a break until she can get herself sorted emotionally. Yeah, I'm with that person. Like, it just is a bit weird, and maybe it is because she went through a divorce and she kinda is a bit envious. She kinda looks at your husband and wishes her ex-husband was like him. So are you overreacting? Absolutely not. Like, her behavior is not right and you need to call her out in it.
If you have a friend that constantly makes you feel bad about yourself, cut them off.
Good,
Why are they
do
still
it.
friend. There was a time when I had this certain friend, and I must have told her during the beginning stages of our friendship that, you know, I'm insecure and that's why I wear makeup. Because she asked, like, oh, why do you always wear makeup? And I told her, I said, look, I've been bullied before on the internet, whatever, and like I feel very insecure. Like and makeup makes me feel confident, basically. Even though I told this girl this thing, yeah, every time I would see her or any given opportunity, we could be doing whatever. I don't know, we could be doing whatever. She'll bring up the fact that I'm wearing makeup. Or she'll be like, oh, your makeup looked a bit patchy yesterday. Oh, but today looks really nice. Oh, your eyelashes, you know, it was a bit...
Fake
She'll
compliments.
question why I'm wearing makeup on a certain day as if I haven't told her before. I wish I was like those girls that could put on lipstick, eyelash, and they run and they fly to Asda and they fly to Costco. But I cannot do that. I can't. So she would always bring up the fact that, oh, why wear makeup at this time? Why what your makeup looks
Because
patchy
people like
yesterday, but
her,
today
that's
looks
why.
good. Your eyelashes are big this or your makeup is this or your makeup is every single day she'll say something. Anyways, this is just a red flag. If someone makes you feel bad about yourself, trust me, it's either they're jealous or something's just wrong up there. Cut that person off. You don't need someone in your life that will make you feel trash every day. What a friend. Not even a friend.
What you said is very true, and I think for her case, it's both of them. She's not 100% up here, and she is jealous of you. Address it with her directly, and don't let her gaslight you. Or don't even do that. Just say to her, I'm not friends with you anymore because you make me feel this way. Goodbye. And then just click the block button. I used to be friends with these girls who used to literally publicly embarrass me all the time for no reason. Well, thank God you used to be friends with them. You're not still friends with them because they are not real friends. See friends who embarrass you, whether it's in public or in private, it doesn't matter where it is. If they embarrass you, drop them. They're not your real friend. True friends would never do that to you. Well, anyways, guys, that's really what I have to do there. That's some besties who were not your besties, they were your enemy. I would see me look at more fake friends. Anyways, definitely will. Press the bigger subscribe button. See you all tomorrow for another video.